Alright, let's start big picture. So, this video is about the US Constitution, which is basically the rulebook for how the United States is supposed to run. The Founding Fathers wrote it because the old system was, let's just say, not working great. The Constitution had two big goals. First, create a strong national government. Second, protect citizens' rights at the same time. And yeah, balancing those two things is way harder than it sounds. Think of the Constitution like a multitasking overachiever. Its goals were to establish a strong national government, protect individual liberties, promote the common good, ensure justice, peace, and defense. All of this actually comes straight from the preamble. So if you ever forget the goals, just remember we, the people, wanted order without turning into a dictatorship. Now here's where the drama starts. The Founding Fathers did not all agree. Shocking, I know. They formed factions, which are basically early political parties, groups with different opinions on power, government, and rights. And these disagreements shaped the entire Constitution. Let's break it down. Federalists versus Anti-Federalists. Federalists wanted a strong national government. They support the Constitution. The leaders were Hamilton, Adams, and Washington. Most of the people were wealthy and educated elites. The Anti-Federalists, on the other hand, wanted states' rights. They feared a powerful central government. They preferred the Articles of Confederation, and they supported by farmers, small states, and Southerners. The leaders included Jefferson and Madison. Madison at first. Basically, Federalists, we need power to survive. Anti-Federalists, power is how freedom dies. Hamilton and Madison both supported a strong national government, but they did not agree on everything. Madison actually switched sides later, which is wild considering how important he was. To defend the Constitution, they wrote the Federalist Papers, a series of essays explaining why the Constitution made sense, why a strong government wouldn't destroy freedom. Think of them as the original political influencers, but with way better grammar. The Virginia Plan, proposed by James Madison, was loved by big states. The key ideas were representation based on population, strong national government, powerful executive, legislative where big states had more power. Big states love it because more people equal to more power. Small states were like, yeah, absolutely not. So, William Patterson proposed the New Jersey Plan. Equal representation for every state, each state gets one vote, keeps states powerful. So small states feared getting steamrolled by big states, and honestly, fair concern. This is where everyone finally calmed down. The Great Compromise created a bicameral Congress. House of Representatives is based on population, and Senate was equal representation, 2 per state. Big states with 1 chamber, and small states win the other. Democracy survives another day. Now we're getting into the ugly but important part. The 3/5 compromise counted 3 out of every 5 enslaved people for representation and taxation. This gave southern states more power, deeply tied slavery to government structure. It helped pass the Constitution, but it also shows that compromise doesn't always mean justice. Anti-Federalists had one major demand. Where are the protections for individual freedoms? So Madison pushed for the Bill of Rights, first 10 amendments, protect speech, religion, fair trials, limits on government power. Without this, the Constitution probably would not have been ratified. The Bill of Rights exists to protect individual freedoms, limit government power, guarantee basic rights like speech, religion, and due process. Important note, these rights didn't apply to everyone equally at first, but they laid the foundation for future expansion. Final challenge. 9 out of 13 states had to approve the Constitution. Why did it pass? Compromises between big and small states, Federalists and Anti-Federalists, power and freedom. The Constitution is basically a giant compromise document. So the Constitution isn't perfect, but it created a system flexible enough to change, grow, fix its own mistakes, and that's why we're still using it today. Hope you learned something from this video. If you do, please like and subscribe and leave your comments below. Thank you so much for watching.